Okay, so today we have the not so fun part of these adventures. We need to clean this thing up. Sorry, it's noisy, I know, but we need to clean this thing up. It's a mess. It's got Pismo sand all over it. And for any of you that ride Pismo that know already, you know why we clean it off as soon as we can. The salt air corrodes things quickly. We try to get everything off as soon as we can, but we have had some mist. Like for example, right here on the shop, we got a little bit of a corrosion issue right there, and that's because of that salt air, salt water, the salt content that's just everywhere in the sand and every place you can think of. It gets in there and corrodes stuff, so we try to get it cleaned off as soon as possible, and that's what we're doing today. But we do have something more interesting, maybe a little more interesting, maybe not super interesting, but something else we need to take care of. There are lots of maintenance issues, things that need to be taken care of all the time when you travel this much and use your equipment this much. One of them is, I'll show you real quick. So if you look right there, we have those low level bars, the spring bars, that help, you know, distribute the weight of the tongue of the trailer onto the truck more evenly. And over time, I don't know if the spring bars have weakened or things have just become out of adjustment, but today we're going to adjust the angle of this hitch so that the spring bars start out with more tension. But here's what I'm talking about, these guys. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to readjust the angle of that hitch so we can get some more weight onto the front axles of this truck. Right now what we have going on is, from the minute we're loaded, if you look in here, we have the overload spring already setting. We're already setting on the overload springs the minute we get it hooked up. So we're going to make that adjustment so that maybe we can move some weight to the front axles. So we're going to move this truck and make that happen. We have another project here. A couple tires, pseudo tires, regular tires. We got a couple of tires and all this stuff. Check this stuff out. So we have a little project. We really appreciate you watching, subscribing, commenting. We love the comments. Lots of comments today while we were recording this. We've been trying to answer as many as we can. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot to us. It makes it easier for us to continue to do this.
We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, so we moved this thing around to the front of the house so we can get closer to the tools. And I'll show you more what I'm talking about as far as the weight distribution here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jack this thing up and disconnect it so that we can adjust the angle of our hitch here, our ball mount. So we're going to grab a couple of blocks of a mess back here. Right, we'll get this thing, push the button the right way. We'll get this thing disconnected, and then we will come back and adjust this guy. Once we get the tension off these bars, which looks like we're there now, we'll grab our bar, drop this down, disconnect our spring bars. We've got to grab the tool for that, find the right key. I use this guy. Pull those pins, drop that guy loose, put that pin there so I don't forget it. I'll raise this guy back up. It's disconnected. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these guys out of the way because we're gonna be adjusting this hitch. Pull forward, make our adjustments on this hitch. And then we get to clean everything up. Alright, that should be far enough forward. Yep, that way we can get to what we need to here. So we got quite a bit of play in here. So we're gonna address that and get more of an angle on this guy, if you can see what I'm talking about. We're gonna tilt this guy down a little bit more so that we have more tension on those spring bars. First we gotta find some sockets big enough to take this guy loose. I don't remember what size that guy is. Maybe a wrench. Let's see what all we have here. Let's see what size we're dealing with. I just don't remember, to be honest with you. Alright, smaller than a 30. Oh yeah, it looks like it is a 1.1/8. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get this readjusted. I have a crescent and a big wrench. So hopefully that will get us where we need to be. It's a little bit dirty. Alright, so we're going to need some more washers to go in here so we can space that out, the top out, and then so we can get this guy nice and tight. Okay, so we got some things that we need. Basically what we're trying to do is get the right tilt on this guy right here, if you can see this. And it uses this little button with some washers behind it. So we're going to put those washers behind it and try to get roughly the right spacing we need. And then once we've done that, we'll see about tightening this thing down. Oh, I gotta grab something real quick. This doesn't want to go back in there as easy as it came out. For some reason that's weird, right? Okay. Alright, wrench and all that, but this was laying next to me and kept me from having to make a trip all the way to the toolbox. Can't have that. So, I'm gonna back this guy out, make some room in there so we can get the proper tilt on this. Alright, let's see what we got. I think we're gonna need a couple more spacers on here. Something like that. Let's see. I think we're gonna need it away. Let's see what we have here. Put him this way. See if we can get this guy in there. Wow, that's a little tight. Oh, I know what's wrong. Take this bolt out and let it tilt all the way back instead of making my life harder, make it easier. There we go. Yeah, something like that. I think I want a little more. Probably should have got even more washers, but we're gonna start with that and see what that gets us, because that's what we have. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Unfortunately, to do that, we have to put this all back together and connect the trailer up. So we're going to do that right now. I should go get the socket for this. This is a pain, but I'm not going to. So, let's see what this looks like. Let's put it back together. We'll back up to the trailer, hook it up, and see what we get. So, got this guy because I have a 3/4 inch drive breaker bar, but I have a 1/2 inch drive socket. Unfortunately, they didn't have an impact adapter, but that's alright. We'll do what we can. That's tight. Alright, so that takes care of that. That takes care of that. Put our big wrench on it right here. Alright, we got that thing pretty tight. Now the wrench is stuck. So we gotta bust this wrench this. Really? This is called a standing torque. I'm standing on the breaker bar, cranking that baby down tight. So we're lined up. We just gotta back up a little bit, tiny little bit. I'd say about that much. What do you think? Oh, that's close. Look at that. I think we got it. inside, but it goes on. Let's go see what that looks like. Yeah, we got a little bit. It's not setting as hard down on those overloads as it was. The trailer definitely looks more level. Definitely more weight transferred to the front axle. Let's take it around the block, see what it feels like. All hooked up. Bring this up out of the way a little more, grab our blocks. Throw these back here. Okay, so we got that thing adjusted. There it is. This is how much we moved it. You can see the rust spot, the old rust spot. Definitely have more weight transfer to the front. We still need airbags, I know that, but we spent the money on something else. I don't know, something for the Can-Am, but we'll get them on there. But it definitely brought up the front of the trailer so that the trailer's now level. It's probably hard to tell in this video, but the trailer is now level, and it should ride better, handle better. We have a little bit of a space right here, like I talked about. So we're not sitting right on those overloads all the time. So we're gonna take it around the block, down the street, see what it's like. All right, so we're out on a little drive about. Air conditioning is probably loud, but it's hot. So we're out on a little drive about to see what this thing, how it feels. Just see how it tows, how it rides. Check out this dune buggy for sale. Dune buggy. Anyway, we're out on a drive, and so far it feels really good. I can definitely tell that there's some weight transferred. The ride's smoothed out. It's a little rougher right now than it would be because we load the Can-Am straight in, and when we do, it takes a little bit of tongue weight off. We still have plenty when we do, but it does take a little off. Right now we're a little more tongue heavy than we would be when we're towing with the Can-Am. So, but anyway, that is kind of the conclusion of that little video. Simple little thing, just needed an adjustment. We really need airbags or, you know, helper springs or something additionally, but we're not doing that today. Today we're making an adjustment. Today we made an adjustment, and we're gonna go with that. So, thanks for subscribing. If you have, if you haven't, please do so. We appreciate it very much. Also, comment, like, dislike, ring the bell so we get notified, that kind of thing. You know, the little bell, you just click it, and once you've clicked that and you're subscribed, when we put up a new video, you'll get a notification that we did so. So if you like to stay up with what we're doing and watch our videos, that's a good way to make that happen. Also, Facebook, we have a Facebook group, Dandi Off-Road Adventure Seekers, and the reason we created that is just so that we can kind of put a schedule of, like, if we're going to be riding someplace and you guys want to join along. That was kind of one of the reasons. Also to interact, technical stuff for sale, whatever. It's kind of just open. So come and join us there. Dandi Off-Road Adventure Seekers Facebook group. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.